Okay, so I went to Python. So this is my browser. So first of all, we are going to download and installation. First, we have to download and we have to install the Python, and IDE will see that one. So I type a Python. This is showing directly python.org. You can go for it, or you can go to the download also. The current version it is released in June is 3.9.6. What happened? Okay, so this is the current version, but I'm not clicking here. Okay, so I want to put a full screen mode. Let it come. Guys, can you able to see the screen? My screen is visible, right? Virtual machine. Can you able to see? I put a machine in full screen mode. Can you able to view the screen or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
then
sir.
okay. Okay, so click on this download. Okay, instead of downloading from here, because if you download this one, you may download 32-bit or 64-bit. You don't know. Okay, download latest for version Windows, but you are downloading which one you don't know. If you go to download also, don't download from here. Go to view the list of downloads or click on Windows. You can see here it is latest release is a 2.7.18 and 3.9.6. If you see 3.9.6 cannot be used on Windows 7 or earlier. So this is XP and earlier. So 3.9 means it is not useful for 7. If you are having a 7, either you have to use the lower bit of this one, or you have to use 2.7. You can use it. And if you see the right hand side, okay, pre-releases are there, stable releases, pre-releases. So 3.10 is also released, but it's a July 10th it is released. It is a pre-release kind of stuff. Okay, means still it is beta version type only, still in a update. So I am going to stable versions, download Windows installer 64. Okay, download Windows installer 64-bit. I am downloading. So this is I am downloading. Okay, it is showing AMD 64, means 64-bit only, it works in both the places. So it is downloaded. Actually it downloads in a my downloads only. So I changed my screen. Again flickering. Okay, okay. So go to home. No, no, not home. View. I want to see the extensions. So view, select the file extensions .exe. So this is my one. So if you want to keep in a downloads folder, you can keep it. Otherwise, you can move to the E drive also. Just I'm double click on it. I'm installing directly. So as we discuss you need an IDEs for that one. If you want a Java, C, C++, .NET, compulsory IDE is required, because if you want to practice a Java, it is a program, you have to write a program, so then compulsory you need a support, means that much you can write it, so compulsory libraries IDEs is required. To practice a Python, to practice Python commands, means individual commands, you don't require any IDEs. You need IDEs, that's a separate part, why we need IDEs, but why we not required IDEs is also there. So if you install this one, that is enough for first starting. Guys, it is install launcher for all users recommended, check mark, okay. And there is a second one is there, no, add path, compulsory, check this one. If you don't check this one, you have to add the path manually. You can select install now, but I'm going to customize installation. Make sure two check marks are there. Next, customize installation, and make sure all the things should be selected. Okay, so it will add a required libraries kind of stuff. Pip is a installer, means you want to install anything on the Python, means like you want to install a Python packages on Python. So pip is a installer. Tk, tcl, tk is a, no, is a tk in enter. This tk enter is will provide some development kind of stuff, like you can create some GUI programmings also. Okay, so these are all important. PyLauncher, all for all users, like that. Okay, next, I checked everything. By default it is programming files are going to app data local programs Python, like this is the location of your installation. But when I select install for all users, it is changed to program files, Python 39. Remaining are, if you want you can select those things. If you don't require, like these are download, debug binaries kind of stuff, if you want you can select it. If you don't want it, you can unselect it also, not a big deal. But I'm selecting it, and I make sure everything should be selected. Click on install. Now the process is going on, so yes, click on yes, let it install. Okay, of course in my physical machine Python is there. So guys, take a just a 5 minutes break, have a relax kind of stuff. Okay, I have to drink some water. So let it install. It will take time. It won't take much time. You can see. So as I said, we don't require any IDEs like a PyCharm or a VS Code or anything. So we can directly for learning starting things we can use it. But when you're writing a initially we check with the coding part only, not remaining. Okay, so when we are what I'm saying is, when you are writing if loop, for loop, defining a classes, also not required any IDEs, but better to have an IDE for a development, easy development. Okay, so we'll see how to run the Python programs also in a different ways. That way, mainly why I putting a Python, one is as per your syllabus. Okay, your syllabus is in syllabus Python is there, and your Python is a more interesting for anything. So why Python now? Why not after 2 days? It is because of we are going to the DevOps. At least you should have an idea of a programming. So one more important point. So normally Python your syllabus interview, that point is one part. In another part is for a before DevOps I want to teach Python. Why? Because at least you should have a basic knowledge of a program. You should know how to write a program, which is more easy for anyone. Okay, let it go on. So I'll be back in 5 minutes, just a 5 minutes. Still it is going on. Still it is going on. How much slow it is. CPU 100%. Out of 4 GB, 2 GB available. Actualization enabled. Guys, any doubts or anything? Please ask me because it's taking why it is taking much time.
No, sir. Download it.
Any doubts? Not only Python kind of stuff.
Acha. No, sir. Sir, libraries are also got auto install, na?
Yeah, the basic libraries will automatically come. Main
Okay,
libraries.
okay.
Only we have to type import command, import library. A disable path limit something is showing here. It is okay. No problem. Close. Finally, Python is installed. So how you know Python is installed? Very simple. Go to the run cmd. Better I will put in a lunchtime only. Update is better. Either one time slow is better. So type Python. Maybe syntax is maybe the line is very smaller. I will increase the size only at least first. I think 20 is better. No, 24 bold font. Okay. Now visibility is good. Your CMD. Okay, so type Python space hyphen hyphen version hyphen version or spelling mistake version. Yeah, Python 3.9.6 I installed. Next one is I can type Python only. What if I type Python in command prompt? If what if I type Python? My command prompt convert into Python format. See, so automatically mine is become Python format. Okay, so I can type any Python related commands like a print, maybe hello, hello Python something. You can type anything, close the quotations, put the brackets. So it is Python program now. Also, you can see what is the version here. You can also see here. It is. When you exit, put a exit like this. Then it is become a Python. So this is the one way you can able to access the Python. Okay. So I'm minimizing it. So I will use this one again. I will tell one more thing. So how to access the Python thing. Okay. So that is go to the search and you can find IDLE. You can find IDLE. So type IDLE. Okay, because it's in a quick access mode. So better to open from here. So IDLE. It is a simple application from your Python application. So when you install a Python, so the main executable things will be installed, and also it will provide a small a shell kind of stuff is also is there. That is a IDLE. Okay, it is not a complete IDE, but it is ideally it will help you to do work. Okay, here also it is look like also smaller one. You can increase the font size and everything. You can able to increase it. So there is a, this is for a help, ideally help Python documents. Okay, so like if you click on documents, so then you can see how to learn, how to write, what is the syntax, like that. You can go to the Python tutorials, expand each tutorial, any tutorial you can go to how to define a classes, for example. Okay, so you can go learn from here also. That is Python documents. Configure IDLE. I went to options, configure IELD, size. Okay, okay, now it is look bigger, right? You can type here on. Okay, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, A plus B output. Directly, it's just like you are giving information, like a command you are giving, you are getting an output. And if you want to write a 2 3 lines programming code also, you can write it. Okay, if loop, for loop, while loop, also you can write it everything here. Okay, if you want, write like maybe, for example, type a. So I got information like it is a class integer. It is a integer class integer, right? Okay, so different commands you can type. Okay, so you can try. Okay, so we are not started actually writing a programming code and all, but this is the one way. So ideally, also where we can do it. But problem with this one is your cursor will go up and down, but you can't type, means you can't repeat the previous commands by using up arrow down arrow. In a Linux we use up or down arrow for previous commands, right? Like that we can't able to use in this environment. Okay, in another one is I'm going to create a small file. Go to the E drive. Okay, here, just the file I'm creating, folders and all later we can create. Just I'm creating a document here. So I'm removing everything in the document, including .txt. I'm removing everything. So I put a something demo.py. Okay, so or maybe a demo1.py. So any name, just demo.py is enough. Yes, I change completely name. Automatically Python symbol is came. I'm going to edit like a notepad only. Okay, open with. Okay, this is more options, notepad. Just like I've opened this file in a notepad, just like Java. Also, we can write like this. Same thing. I'm writing like that only. Simple, like maybe print again. um, S1 is Vedic soft. Okay, S1 is equal to Vedic soft. S2 is equal to Pune. I put a S1 plus S2. What will happen? We'll see. I'm saving and close. How to execute this one, no? So different ways we can execute this file. So one is like um, Python. You have to give the location e drive colon demo.py. Something goes wrong. It's not showing any output. Maybe it is wrong. Better, that's why it is print statement not given, right? I will use print statement. We'll see again. Yeah. Okay. So I execute a file. So demo.py contains a Python program. So I use a Python command, Python, and I given a location and file name. It execute the program inside. Okay. And also we can give, if you want, like this ampersand Python, and maybe we'll try this one. Okay, it is not understanding that. It's a leave. It's not working here. Okay, leave this one. So this one we'll see later. Yeah,
Sir,
yeah. Tell me, tell me.
let's do what? let's do an alternative. Directly go to the that path. I mean, directly go to the directory and then try to execute individual file.
Sorry, first you have to go to E drive. Okay, then directly you can type python demo.py, so you can execute like this. Okay, that is, I tried something with when I see other thing execution. Okay, you can give a complete path, or you can go to that path is quite easy. Okay, so this is the way we can able to do it. In same thing I do with the IDLE also. So I'm going to file, click open, just click open, and in a E drive I have a file, right? So I select a file, open. So this is the file. Okay, this is the file. So I'm going to run, click run, run the module or a Python shell, like that you can select anything. So I use a Python shell. What happened? Run in Python shell, right? So one, two, that's it. It should show the output here. Okay, I will use
Sir, in Python, we need to do path setting
path
like Java.
automatically.
Java
It
in
will
Java, we do.
automatically it is set it, because when I am installing, it is already set
Yes.
it. Okay, so you need to do second time.
Okay.
If in case, so when I install a check mark, then automatically it is set it. If in case it is not set it, you must give a path. So which
Okay, sir.
path you are installed, that is again you have to verify. Okay, so see here it is my output. See here it is, this is my shell. Okay, this is IDLE shell, right? Here it is just a file. For example, if I want to change this outcome, okay, I want to change something in this one, like maybe slash n, just a save. So you can write here and execute. Okay, so execute, you'll see the, yeah, something error is there. So because this error, yeah, otherwise I will write like this here instead of this one, so I will change the code. Maybe I will write like this, it's quite easy. For x in s1, print x. Just if you don't understand program, no problem, just follow just what I'm doing. Okay, so I saving it and I'm running it. So run the module. So you can see the output here like this. So you don't require any IDEs here. Simply you can write a program here and then execute. It will execute in the shell. You can see the output in the other window. So you don't require, literally you don't require any IDEs, but IDEs are look good. IDEs while you are typing, so automatically it will give you this color kind of stuff, and suggestions if any mistakes are there. So it will, maybe it will give you that part error. See, I done a syntax mistake, like a print, I didn't put a I. If it is an IDE, definitely it will give a red color underline. So then you can understand it is a syntax error. But here you can't see that one. It may be there, it is not maybe activated, but this is the thing. Okay, this is how you can able to execute. This is download, install, and execute a Python in a different manner. Okay, so like this you can create a new file and you can write a program here and you can access anything. I just removing everything. For example, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, print a plus b a plus b, comma, like this. Print.
We have to keep what else if needed, na?
What it is? So I've written only two print statements. Save it. Run module. See, output will be display on the shell. Okay, so like this. You can do like this also. Okay, so that's it. I changed my program code. No problem. I'm also closing this one for an at present, just for a present situation. So this is, guys, this is the your Python. So we'll see one by one programming code, like how to do the print statement. Okay, how to do the print statement, and how to um, arithmetic operations, data sets, string, tuple, this kind of stuff is there. List, dictionary, these things are there. So we'll see that one in afternoon. Okay, guys, I'm giving break very early because I have to go to the shop and I have to bring water. Okay, drinking water is there. So be back at by 2:15, guys, not 3 o'clock. 2:15. I will start by 2:30 today. Okay, so already morning, you guys have sent a message, but I think I can be manage the things in morning. It is not happened. That's it. Is become late. Okay, so be back at 2:15. We'll start at 2:30. It is a programming, and guys, others people who already know Python, it is okay. So you have to enjoy sit and enjoy kind of stuff. Okay, people who are very new to the Python, are you okay with this one installation and all kind of stuff? Okay,
Yes,
that,
sir.
yeah, tell me. Yeah, path setting is compulsory. If path is not added, environmental variables are not added, path setting is not added, then compulsory path setting. So how do you know it is not setted? Either you verify environmental variables, or maybe when you type Python command in the command prompt, if it is showing error, definitely path is not setting. Okay, so today we'll see the Python thing in afternoon, and evening. So I will tell any I will share some things to you, means is based on my path. Okay, take a break, guys. Have a lunch fast and come back. I'm disconnecting directly. Okay, yeah, forget.